This is Kat Miller with the Blue Iris Learning Center, and I wanted to show you a little bit about the Switchwords Database today. The Switchwords Database comes free with a 6-month subscription to the Blue Iris Learning Center, or you can do a subscription separate to the Switchwords and the Healing Numbers and Frequencies databases. Right here, you can click to go to subscribe to either of these options. Once you have your subscription to the Switchwords database and you log in, here's your initial opening screen. From here, you can go to the listing and you can see all of the information in the Switchwords database if you choose to. It will give you an alphabetical listing by the Switchwords, 50 at a time, and you can just go to the next 50 and page through if that's the way that you want to do. Some people like to read through the database that way, so we have that option. We also have the ability for you to query the listing. Perhaps there's a particular switch word or diffusing word that you would like to look up. Wolf is an interesting one. We can look for all switch word phrases that are in the database that contain the switch word wolf. And here we have, it shows us we have a total of 65 entries. You can look and see if there's anything that works for you. Perhaps you are wanting to look through the meanings for something. Something about love. You want to have something about love there. And you can put in a colon to look for something else there, and maybe something about master. And so let's look for everything that we have in there that talks about mastering something, and love, that have both of those in the definitions. And here we have, you're going to find that probably every one of them has love and together in the switch phrases, because those two are what I'm looking at when I'm looking at love and looking at mastering something. And so you can page down and look at what we have here. Perhaps you want to find your soulmate. So you can put in soul. And I put in a colon and then mate to look for both as a possibility. It might be together or as two separate words that will catch both. As you can see right here, we have soulmate as a single word, and down here we have two separate words, and they're both caught in this. And so here we have 8 entries, and some of them have success stories. You can actually do a search just for entries with success stories. In fact, many people do like to just read about success stories. And so if we do a search on that, we can see that. You'll find that any entries that have triple asterisks in it in the meaning field, that's just something that I need to address. It's something that's just come into the database and needs to be cleaned up or needs to have a definition added to it. And you'll also see that there are a number of entries that have information for links going to, here's a recommendation of an energy circle, and there's a picture of the energy circle that was being asked for, and so we can look at all of that there. We can look for specific entries that have energy circles if we want to. We can type in here energy circle in the additional information field, and all entries that talk about energy circles will show up there. It looks like we have 548 of those at this time. We can look for entries that have my switch phrases in it, and perhaps just the ones that are currently in there from 2014. There we have, right now we have 14 entries. Here's our most recent one. And you can take those switch phrases and the energy circles together and use them, add your name to it. So we have a number of different things that you can do there. We also have a link to go to the Healing Numbers and Frequencies database, which is set up very similarly. It allows you to list the whole thing. It looks like we have over 11,000 entries in there now, and they're alphabetized by the application. As you can see, it looks like we have a few blanks in there that need to be removed, but you can page down and look through those, go to the next 50 if you want, and once again we can query for something that we want. Perhaps we want to look at angel numbers, and so we can enter angel number down there, and it looks like we have 43 entries that have angel numbers in them, and you can read and see what resonates with you. Perhaps we want to look for love. What are some frequencies that involve love? Looks like we have 18 listings that say something about love here. Here's a number for attracting a love partner. You can use the numbers similar to Switchwords. Just say them, write them, repeat them, chant them, sing them, think them, whatever. So there you have it, a few little snippets for working with the Switchwords and the numbers and frequencies database.